In a world saturated with information, visuals reign supreme. They captivate, inform, and inspire action. Good design captures attention, conveys messages effectively, and leaves lasting impressions. Composition arranges elements to guide the viewer's eye and tell a story. Layout positions these elements within a frame, creating stunning and effective designs. Mastering these principles unlocks your potential to create professional-looking designs. Composition is the deliberate arrangement of elements to create a visually harmonious experience. It's about creating a visual hierarchy that guides the viewer's attention. A strong composition balances and conveys the intended message effectively. Layout dictates the positioning of elements within a frame. It ensures information is presented clearly and logically. A well-defined layout considers the target audience and the platform, making the design user-friendly and effective. Good design versus bad design, a tale of two layouts. A cluttered website is overwhelming and confusing. A clean, well-structured layout presents information logically and is easy to navigate. Effective design transforms chaos into clarity. Mastering composition and layout ensures your message is communicated clearly. The rule of thirds is a powerful composition technique. Placing key elements along grid lines creates balance and visual intrigue. This technique guides the viewer's gaze, creating a dynamic and engaging composition. Shifting elements to align with grid lines creates dynamic compositions. The rule of thirds enhances visual flow and engagement. Understanding this rule provides a foundation for informed design decisions. The rule of thirds applies to various design disciplines. It creates visually engaging layouts by positioning elements strategically. This technique enhances the visual appeal and effectiveness of designs. Grid systems provide an invisible framework for organized design. They ensure elements are aligned consistently, creating order and harmony. Grid systems instill confidence, making designs feel intentional and professional. Grid systems are versatile tools for various design needs. Single-column, multi-column, modular, and hierarchical grids offer flexibility. Choosing the right grid supports content and message, ensuring clarity and visual harmony. Alignment ensures elements are positioned consistently within the grid. It creates a sense of order, enhancing readability and comprehension. Consistent alignment makes designs feel polished and professional. The golden ratio creates balance and harmony in design. This unique proportion appears in nature and translates into visually appealing compositions. Applying the golden ratio ensures designs are inherently balanced and pleasing. The golden ratio guides the placement and size of design elements. It creates a sense of balance and visual hierarchy. Successful brands use the golden ratio to create visually satisfying designs. Section 3. Beyond the formula, the golden ratio's intuitive appeal. While the mathematical underpinnings of the golden ratio might seem complex, its application in design doesn't require a degree in mathematics. In fact, many designers employ the golden ratio intuitively, relying on their eye for balance and proportion rather than strict adherence to measurements and calculations. Think of it like this. When arranging furniture in a room, you intuitively understand that placing all the furniture against one wall creates an unbalanced and uninviting space. You instinctively strive for balance, distributing furniture in a way that feels natural and visually appealing. Similarly, in design, the golden ratio provides a framework for achieving this sense of intuitive balance and harmony. The golden ratio is not a rigid rule, but rather a guiding principle that can be applied flexibly to enhance the visual appeal and effectiveness of your designs. Whether you're consciously using the golden ratio or simply trusting your eye for balance, incorporating this principle into your design toolkit can elevate your work, creating compositions that feel naturally harmonious and visually engaging. Section 1. Guiding the eye. In the realm of design, we are not merely presenting information, we are orchestrating a visual journey for the viewer. Visual hierarchy is the art of guiding the eye through a design in a deliberate and meaningful way. Imagine a bustling city street filled with signs, buildings, and people. Our eyes are naturally drawn to the brightest lights, the boldest headlines, the most prominent structures. Similarly, in design, we use visual cues to create a hierarchy of importance, ensuring that the most critical information is seen first and understood clearly. Think of visual hierarchy as a roadmap for the viewer's eye, guiding them from the most important element to the least. Just as a roadmap highlights major highways and landmarks, visual hierarchy uses design elements to prioritize information, making the message clear and easily digestible. Without a clear hierarchy, a design can feel chaotic and overwhelming, leaving the viewer lost and confused. Establishing a strong visual hierarchy is like setting the stage for a captivating performance. The most important elements take center stage, while supporting elements play their roles in a harmonious and balanced composition. By carefully orchestrating the viewer's attention, we ensure that the message is communicated effectively and the desired impact is achieved. Section 2. Tools of hierarchy. Just as a conductor uses a baton to guide the orchestra, designers have a toolkit of visual cues to establish hierarchy within a design. These tools, when used strategically, help create a clear path for the eye to follow, ensuring that the message is communicated effectively. Let's explore some of the most powerful tools in a designer's arsenal: size and scale. One of the most intuitive ways to create hierarchy is through size variation. Larger elements naturally command more attention than smaller elements. Think of a newspaper headline. Its large size instantly grabs your attention, signaling its importance within the overall layout, color, and contrast. Our eyes are naturally drawn to contrast, whether it's a bright color against a dark background or a bold typeface against a subtle texture. By strategically using color and contrast, designers can highlight key elements, guiding the viewer's eye to the most important information. Typography, the choice of typeface and its attributes, size, weight, style, play a crucial role in establishing hierarchy. Bold, large-sized headings naturally stand out, signaling the start of new sections or key takeaways, while smaller, lighter body text provides supporting information. Spacing and proximity. The way elements are grouped or spaced apart also contributes to visual hierarchy. Elements placed close together are perceived as being related, while elements spaced further apart create visual breaks, signaling a shift in information or hierarchy. By skillfully employing these tools, designers create a visual language that guides the viewer through the design, ensuring that the message is received and understood as intended. Just as a skilled chef uses a variety of spices to create a flavorful dish, a designer uses these tools to create a visually engaging and easily digestible experience. The key to effective visual hierarchy lies in understanding the message you want to convey and prioritizing elements accordingly. What is the most important piece of information you want the viewer to take away? What action do you want them to take? Once you have a clear understanding of your goals, you can use the tools of hierarchy to guide the viewer towards those goals. Imagine designing a landing page for a new product. The most important element might be the product image, followed by the product name and a compelling headline. Using size and scale, you can make the product image the largest element on the page, instantly drawing the viewer's attention. The product name, set in a bold, easily readable typeface, would come next, followed by the headline, which could be set in a slightly smaller font size. Color and contrast can be used to further emphasize key elements. For instance, the call to action button, such as a Buy Now button, could be designed in a bright, contrasting color that stands out from the rest of the page, making it impossible to miss. Spacing and proximity can be used to group related elements together, such as placing the product description near the product image, creating a visual connection that makes the information easy to digest. In the vibrant tapestry of design where colors dance and fonts sing, there exists an often overlooked element, a silent hero that holds the key to visual harmony and clarity: white space. Also known as negative space, white space is not merely emptiness, it's the breathing room around and between design elements, the strategic pauses in a visual symphony that allow the eye to rest and absorb information effortlessly. Imagine a crowded room filled with furniture, decorations, and people. It feels chaotic, overwhelming, and difficult to navigate. Now picture a minimalist living space with carefully chosen furniture pieces and ample open space. It feels calm, inviting, and visually appealing. This sense of spaciousness and clarity is precisely what white space brings to design. White space is not about creating empty voids, it's about creating a sense of balance and visual rhythm within a design. It's about giving elements room to breathe, allowing them to stand out and be appreciated individually while contributing to a harmonious whole. Just as a well-placed rest in music allows a melody to resonate more deeply, strategic use of white space allows design elements to shine, enhancing their impact and clarity. The power of white space lies in its ability to enhance readability, improve visual flow, and create a sense of sophistication and elegance. Consider a block of text crammed together without any line breaks or margins. It feels dense, intimidating, and difficult to read. Now, imagine that same text with ample line spacing, paragraph breaks, and generous margins. It feels inviting, easy on the eyes, and much more approachable. This transformation highlights how white space directly impacts readability and comprehension. By providing visual breaks between lines of text, paragraphs, and different sections of content, white space allows the eye to track information effortlessly, improving reading speed and comprehension. Beyond readability, white space enhances visual flow, guiding the viewer's eye through a design in a deliberate and harmonious way. Just as a winding path through a garden leads you on a journey, strategically placed white space creates visual pathways that guide the eye from one element to the next, creating a more engaging and enjoyable viewing experience. As we've journeyed through the core principles of composition and layout, from the dynamic balance of the rule of thirds to the structural integrity of grid systems, the timeless elegance of the golden ratio, and the strategic use of visual hierarchy and white space, one key takeaway emerges. Mastering these principles is akin to mastering the art of visual communication. Just as a writer carefully chooses words to craft a compelling narrative, a designer wields these principles to create visuals that speak volumes, captivating the viewer's eye and conveying messages with clarity and impact. Each design element, from the placement of an image to the choice of typeface, becomes a brushstroke in a visual masterpiece, working in harmony to create a cohesive and engaging experience. Remember, the goal of design is not merely to make things look aesthetically pleasing, but to communicate effectively. By understanding how the human eye perceives visual information, you can create designs that guide attention, evoke emotions, and inspire action. As you embark on your design endeavors, armed with the knowledge and insights gained from exploring these principles, remember this: design is not a rigid set of rules but a fluid and ever-evolving process of exploration and experimentation. Embrace the principles, experiment with their application, and don't be afraid to break the rules occasionally to discover new and innovative ways to express your visual voice. Start by incorporating one or two principles into your next design project. Observe how even subtle shifts in element placement, the use of white space, or the application of the golden ratio can dramatically enhance the visual impact and effectiveness of your work. As you become more comfortable with these principles, you'll find yourself naturally incorporating them into your design process, creating visuals that are both aesthetically pleasing and highly effective in communicating your intended message. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Start exploring, start experimenting, and most importantly, start designing with confidence. The world is waiting to be captivated by your visual stories. Now go forth and design with purpose, passion, and a touch of artistic flair.